quick. Let's do some picks real quick for week 2 picks. Last week on my picks, as you know, I went 9-6-1 against the spread. Not a bad week. We'll see if we can improve on that. Lots of shocking, lots of narratives, I'd say, coming out of week 1. So let's get to the picks of week first. Tonight's game, first off, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are right now 6-point favorites. The over-under is 43.5. Browns devastating loss against Baltimore last week. Cincinnati, even more devastating loss, losing on a botched field goal where their kicker had pulled a hammy, I think it was, or something of that nature, or Achilles. The Browns got embarrassed against Baltimore. I'm taking the over in this game. I think Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's obviously playing, first game in, really solid rookie debut for Joe Burrow. I want to pick the Browns to win this game. I think they will win this game, but I think the Browns are in trouble. The Browns are in trouble because those are just bad optics in week 1. I know it's Baltimore, but they weren't even competitive. So I'm going to take the over in this game, 43.5, between the Browns and the Bengals. All right. Next one here, we have my New York Football Giants head in Chicago face the Bears. The Bears right now are 5.5-point favorites. The over-under is 42.5. I emotionally put the Giants at number 32 in my power rankings this week because I was just so pissed at how they lost that game. Are they the worst team in football? Probably not. Probably the Jets are worse than they are. Maybe even say the other teams there. That said, I got the Bears win this game. What a comeback from Trubisky last week in the fourth quarter against the Lions. Well, the Bears should have still lost that game. That drop by Marvin Williams or Marvin Jones rather, in the end zone against the Lions last week. But I'll take the Bears win this game. I don't think the Bears are any good, to be honest with you, but I'll take the Bears win this game against the lowly Giants team. All right, the Atlanta Falcons head to Dallas to face the Cowboys. The Cowboys right now are 4.5-point favorites. The over-under is 52.5. I'm not going to knock Atlanta here because of the fact that they played the team who I think will win the Super Bowl this year, in the Seattle Seahawks. But I think that performance in Seattle was phenomenal. Dallas, meanwhile, again, they probably should have won. They got screwed on a call against the Rams last week. I don't know. 52.5, give me over here in this game as well. Another divisional NFC North division game. Detroit Lions heading to Green Bay face the Packers. The Packers right now are 6-point favorites, over under 49.5. Phenomenal performance by Aaron Rodgers last week. Definitely reminding folks who they are. I'm still resistant on the Packers being an elite team right now. I think it's still right now it's 3-team race in the league between Baltimore, Kansas City, and Seattle for the best teams in football. But I will definitely put Green Bay in the next tier of teams. Another game opportunity to really make some noise. And I will take the Packers win and cover 6 points here as well. Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Tennessee face the Titans. The Titans are 9-point favorites. The over-under is 43 points. Tennessee barely eking out a win against Denver in Denver last Monday Night Football. The Jaguars are a shocking win against Indianapolis. I'll take the Jaguars on the points. Titans win this game, I think, but I think I'll take the Jaguars on the points. I think the Jaguars are, let's see, early games, no crowd, who knows? A lot of points there too. Give me the Jaguars here on the points. I do like Tennessee win this game overall though. The Minnesota Vikings heading to Indianapolis to face the Colts. The Colts are 3-point favorites. The over-under is 48 points. Not a bad debut for Phillip Rivers last week. Minnesota, disappointing loss against Green Bay at home. Give me the over in this game. Minnesota's defense looks kind of leaky too. So something to watch in the weeks to come. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another game. Hold on. Make sure I got this right because I think I'm missing some games on this list. Let's see here. All right, there you go. All right. The Buffalo Bills heading to Miami to face the Dolphins. The Buffalo Bills are 5.5-point favorites. The over-under is 40.5. I like Miami on the points here. I was impressed with Buffalo for the most part. I do think it's a tough game because Miami's a little stingy there, and they're at home, and they're better than people give credit for. I like the Bills win this game overall, but I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a field goal game. But again, another team like Green Bay. Buffalo's another team looking at that, not quite tier 1, definitely that tier 2, maybe in tier 3 bracket. We'll see. Another game here, opportunity to make some noise. The San Francisco 49ers heading to New York to face the Jets. The Niners, a disappointing loss against Arizona, which I called, by the way. The Niners are 7-point favorites. The over-under is 42 points. Give me Niners here. The Jets are the worst team in football, even though my rankings didn't reflect that this week. The Jets are the worst team in football. And there you go. They'll cover all 7 points. The LA Rams rather going to Philadelphia against the Eagles. The Rams right now are 1 point favorites. The over/under is 45.5. I think the Eagles will bounce back here and win this game outright. Rams is still a solid team. We'll see if they can make some noise as well too. But disappointing loss to the Eagles last week against Washington, though. I'll say that. The Denver, I almost said Nuggets. The Denver Broncos heading to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. The over/under is 41 points. The Steelers are 7.5 point favorites. Denver, tough. Like I said, tough performance against in the loss against Tennessee. But Steelers look really good on Monday Football. I'm gonna take them here. They're back. Big Ben's back. That defense is solid. They can cover 7 points at home. That shouldn't be a problem. The Carolina Panthers head to Tampa and face Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucks are right now 9.5 point favorites. The over/under is 47.5. Quite a debut for Tom Brady. Had good moments, had some bad moments. What I've been saying since Sunday is remember there was barely any camp, barely no scrimmages, no preseason here pretty much. Tom Brady needs at least 4 weeks before we can judge it. I'm not going to judge Tom Brady right now, especially since there were some good moments too. And he's played one of the best teams in football this year, last week as well. So let's give him a little credit there. Give the Bucks to cover. I think the Bucks will win and cover. I think you'll see the first great Brady game in Tampa. The Washington Redskins heading to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Should I say Washington football team heading to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Right now, the Cardinals are 7 point favorites. The over/under is 47.5. I like the over in this game. I'm not sure how good Washington is yet. I mean, that was a pretty sick comeback against the NFC East champs last week in the Eagles. I'm kind of curious to see how good they're gonna be this year. So give me the over in this game. We'll see. But I like Arizona. I like what they're doing. I like Kyler Murray, another great performance last week. All right, the Kansas City Chiefs heading to LA to face the Chargers. The Chiefs are 8.5 point favorites. The Chargers over/under is 47.5. Chargers defense is really good, but that said, this is Mahomes. This is KC. I like KC Chiefs to cover 8.5 points. The Baltimore Ravens heading to Houston face the Rockets. The Rockets. Head to Baltimore. Head to Houston to face the Texans. The Ravens are 7 point favorites. Over/under is 51.5. The Ravens, I don't know. I'm tempted to take him, but I think Houston bounces back here. I like the Ravens to win this game overall, but Houston I think will keep it close after that performance last week against KC. What a year opening the year. If you're the Texans, you open the year, your first 2 weeks against the Chiefs and against the Ravens, the two best teams in the AFC in my opinion. That's wide opening. All right. New England Patriots heading to Seattle to face the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks right now are 4 point favorites. The over/under is 45 points. Cam Newton, solid debut last week. Very old schoolish Patriots performance. Very defensive minded. Hold the ball, all that. Old school Belichick. I like Seattle though here. Russell Wilson, to me, this is the year that Russell Wilson breaks free, becomes MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Wins Super Bowl, all that. This is a year where he gets zero pushback on the MVP and his Hall of Fame credentials. That's it. So Seattle by 4 points. And finally, Monday Football, we have the New Orleans Saints heading to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. The Saints right now are 5.5 point favorites. The over/under is 49 points. I like the over in this game. Saints, really good game against the Bucks last week. Still skeptical overall. We'll see how the weeks go. Obviously, no Michael Thomas this week too, especially going to hurt. But I like the over in this game. Give me over. I think Drew Brees and Derek Carr might have a little shootout this week on Monday Football. And there you go. Those are your picks for the week 2 of the